Welcome to Wormholes and Bookworms presents The Ember King, the second in my series of Dungeons and Dragons games with book professionals. Thank you all for joining me. Very excited about this. Let's start with you all introducing yourselves, and then we'll move on to your characters shortly. Let's start with Chloe.
I haven't actually thought about how to introduce myself.
Okay.
I've got the character down. So I'm Chloe. I am writing books as well, so that's me. And my character is Pegnum Goldleaf. I've written it out. She is called Peggy for her pals. She's a halfling fighter. Peggy runs a tavern called The Wild Room. If you're looking for a warm welcome, a shoulder to lean on, or someone to listen, Peggy's there for the weary traveller who comes through. Being a landlady, she sometimes has to deal with ne'er-do-wells, so she's a bit of a champion fighter, duelist, so don't be fooled by her small stature.
Excellent.
Peggy.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Love it.
Let's go next to Jamie.
Hello, my name's Jamie Littler. I'm an author and an illustrator. I've been an illustrator for 10 years, and I'm also the author and illustrator of the Frostheart series, which is my debut series. All 3 books in shops now. Today I will be playing Barnabas Brasshorn, who is reaching his twilight years man, a bit of a folk hero, or so he would have you believe. He comes from a very prestigious family, the House Brasshorn, and he's just travelling with his fearless companion Crescendo, travelling the world trying to find injustices and to right them, to right wrongs.
Excellent. And yes, talking about Crescendo, let's go to Laura.
My name is Laura Ellen Anderson. I'm an author and illustrator, and I have something special I got through the post today, the newest Evil Emperor Penguin. And I will be playing Crescendo Treble Von Clef, the gnome bard, and Crest for short, to make it a lot easier. And Crest just wants to prove to his family that he can be as successful as the rest of the Treble Von Clef family. So his bard trying to make it to the top, basically. From the noble Von Clef clan, Crescendo is determined to prove that he has what it takes to become the best, most renowned bard of them all. All of his Von Clef brothers and sisters have become renowned for their music, travelling with the highest of folk. But Crest has spent years trying to impress to no avail. His music is somewhat different, abstract, unusual, kind of rubbish. But his Barnabas Brasshorn rise to heroism in an instant. He has a big idea, thinks, right, if I'm Brasshorn's bard, then everyone will respect me.
Excellent. Lovely. What about Darren?
Yes, so I am Darren Stobbart. I write non-fiction books for children, for Usborne, including, I've got a bunch of them, like I write about planet Earth, I got a book about physics, some books with some flaps in it, I've written a bunch of stuff about a bunch of random stuff. I will be playing Vrunti, the satyr sorcerer, who has 1 brain cell. That brain cell is not currently about his person, and he's also never done anything wrong in his life ever. So he is pure of heart and dumb of ass.
Okay, excellent. Moving on to Julie.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Julie Grinches. I am a junior literary agent at Bell Lomax Morton, just starting to build my list. So that's very exciting. I don't have any books to hold up, but hopefully soon. And I am playing Vroki, or V, who is Fronti's twin sister. She is a satyr cleric, and she is also pure of heart, dumb of ass, and has 0 brain cells. She is a very sort of spunky, irreverent, merry little creature. Again, DM said Feywild, and we really ran with it. She has absolutely no recollection of who her parents were, but she and her brother sort of raised themselves up into the Feywild, and she is very imaginative, chaotic, and kind of delusional about how strong she actually is. So she'll often run like heedlessly into conflict, thinking that she can handle it, and she can't.
Excellent. And finally, we have Loris.
Yes, so I'm Loris Owen, and as you can see, I was hit by a shrink ray this morning, and I have a giant keyboard, so I'm so happy to be here with an enormous computer. My books are behind me all the way over there. I wrote 10 Riddles of Arthur Quicksmith, and my second book just came out recently, The Myriad Mysteries, and they've got lots of riddles and puzzles in them, and also part of the Summer Reading Challenge this year, if you happen to be doing that. And Audrey Bristlecone is my character. I also have written out a bit of a backstory. So she was raised by the arcane order of the convoluted conifer, and Audrey knows only that her real father was a travelling human contortionist, and her mother was an elven explorer and cartographer. Audrey would rather spend time with animals than humans, but when she feels she has found her family, she can be loyal to a fault. There's never a moment where a woodland creature or insect isn't riding on her shoulder, and she has a pet saber-toothed dragonfly called Queenie. She knows the location of a world-shatteringly powerful spell and has sworn to keep it secret at all costs.
Ooh.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Well, yeah, your adventure starts in the city of Waterdeep, the city of Splendor, a large, bustling port city ruled over by a mysterious council of masked lords. This is where adventurers come to seek work in the taverns and gangs fight for control of the streets. But today you've come here for one special purpose. You've been told by somebody close to you that for one night of a year during the Feast of the Moon, if you gather in a particular alleyway in Waterdeep, an entrance appears to a tavern at duskfall. It's only there for the night, but the next morning it's gone.
Right.
Yes, you've all gathered here in this fairly nondescript alleyway, Buckle Alley. You see various people milling about, some of them greeting each other as old friends, others introducing themselves with a bit of a wink and a grin. Some wear fine clothing, some wear full armour. It's the Feast of the Moon. It's a night when friends and family gather before the coming winter to celebrate their ancestors and the fallen through tales and grand meals. And shortly after dusk, a bell rings out to mark the hour, and a hush descends upon this alleyway. Conversation dies down as people turn and look expectantly around. As the sound of a bell fades away, a tavern appears, fitting impossibly in the space of the alleyway. Excitement fills the cold air as the door opens. Warmth and the smell of delicious food drift out. As people file in, a bright pixie with fire-like wings welcomes each of them by name and directs them to the table. And as the six of you enter, he welcomes you, introduces himself to you as the Ember King, tells you you're welcome in his domain, and directs you all, the six of you, to a single open table in the centre of a room. The barroom itself is spacious. The tables are quickly filling up with all manner of people celebrating this holiday. You can see an open door in the back to a large kitchen and some stairs leading up. It's brightly lit in here with torches and a large fireplace, and pixies flit backwards and forwards serving people. You hear animated conversation happening all around you at tables, laughter, and every now and then somebody shouts out a name and people raise a glass and toast. As you take a seat, this glowing pixie in reds and browns flits across your table, and he tells you, "I am the Ember King, and I welcome you to my domain. This is a safe space in the Feywild. Who sent you to visit my tavern? For surely they are also dear to me."
Right. I think Barnabas would.
Did someone send us? I can't remember, you know.
I'm just following you.
This charming establishment just seemed to speak to me. I can't remember why we're here or what we're doing.
Can't remember much.
Too much ale already.
just this magic potion I have at my side. It's a very special drink I was prepared by some ancient enchantress I met on one of my many travels.
Ah, fantastic. You look at Peggy and you say, who sent you to visit my tavern, dear?
I run a tavern myself, and so one of them said you should go look it out because it sounds amazing. So I wandered over, and I heard lots of people telling me where I should be, and here I am.
Excellent. And you two look like you've come from a Feywild yourselves.
I heard there was like happy hour.
Yeah, we heard from somebody that like we were doing a job and it was less a job and more we were running a scam, and these people were talking about this great bar, so we thought it was a thing. It was fine. And we're always looking for somewhere to drink.
You have a happy hour here?
Every hour here is happy hour.
Wherever I go, it's always happy hour.
I like you.
Thought you would, Barnabas.
Okay, and he'll ask Audrey the same. Did anybody you're close to perhaps recommend my establishment to you?
Well, unfortunately, my cloister of druids don't really partake of ale, but I'm the exception. And with my fellow adventurers here, I love a little bit of a tipple. And we heard there was a magical door, and anything to do with a magical door, I'm straight in there. So that's why I tagged along with these guys. And here we are now, just looking for a quiet drink and maybe tale of adventures.
Indeed. This tavern has two magical doors. The one at the back leads into the Feywild, while the one at the front leads somewhere different every night. On the feast of the moon, it is here in Waterdeep. Overnight, maybe some traveller's campfire somewhere. Who knows? It could open anywhere. But please, you're welcome. Allow me to... I'll have one of my pixies bring you a menu.
Or I wonder what's
Menu?
next menu.
How very fancy.
Hello, good lad.
Never seen a menu before. Is it a magical menu?
Well, a little pixie flits across. She says, "Hi, I'm going to be serving you all today. We have food and we have drinks. Here are some menus for you all.
Can I order this today's special?
Do you want food or drink first? Sorry. Both. Okay. Yes.
Both,
drinks. We have there's a choo-choo beer. There's a pale ale. There's a brown ale. We do red wine and white wine, obviously. The whiskey sours are nice. There's a Bloody Mary, or there's a dark and stormy, if you like that kind of thing.
Oh, I'll have a whiskey sour, please.
A whiskey sour, no problem.
Expensive drink.
The most expensive. Well, I mean, we don't take money here.
You don't take money?
Well,
what do you take?
Gold. Stories.
Stories?
Pay in stories, yes.
I think this might be the best place we could have come to.
Well, I can tell you a story for 3 drinks each. What do we say, Barnabas?
It's 1 drink per story.
Oh. Luckily, we have about 200 of them. Don't know if you know who I am. My name is Barnabas Brasshorn. I mean, I'm sure you already knew that.
I know who you are now. Yes, obviously, you're Barnabas Brasshorn.
It's Barnabas Brasshorn.
I told you he knew who I was.
Everyone knows who you are.
I do believe there's a song about me somewhere in your repertoire.
Make way for Barnabas Brasshorn, and I, his bard, Crest Treble von Clef Forthborn. That's us.
It's true.
Can we have a drink, please?
Yes. What would you like?
Do you have a port?
No. Just what's on the menu, I'm afraid.
I take the red wine.
A red wine, no problem.
I will also sample the wine, good sir.
Red or white?
Oh, surprise me.
Red it is.
Exactly.
Okay, so I've got one
There's a
whiskey
whole
sour,
meaning to
2 red wines.
singing for your supper.
What would anybody else like?
I think V leans over to her brother and is like, "Yo, do you know who these people are? They're weird as hell." And then like lifts her head up and goes, "Tequila."
It's gonna have to be a dark and stormy for me.
Dark and stormy, no problem. I don't think we have any tequila.
Okay, well, what's the thing that like you drink 2 of them and then you start dancing on tables?
That sounds like a whiskey sour.
Cool. That one, please.
Although I was once given an ale brewed by an ogre. And I tell you what, 1 pint of that, and I was doing moves I didn't know I could do at my age.
There are moves that we didn't need to see, Barnabas.
The pale ale's quite strong if you'd like a pale ale.
Ooh.
Gonna have both, and then I can like slip and
Okay.
pick.
Okay.
Gotta have a chaser.
Yeah, exactly.
I will do that as well.
Okay. And what about you, Miss Audrey? Was it?
Yeah, do I need to tell you a story, or do we all have free drinks now?
Well, you can tell the story when I bring the drinks.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, I then will have a pint of your finest ale, my good Pixie, and a thimbleful of fly juice for my saber-toothed dragonfly. Please.
Okay. Would you like the brown ale, perhaps, or the pale ale?
Oh, Margot Brown.
Brown ale. Okay, lovely. I will be right back with all your drinks. And little Pixie flies away, leaving you menus to have a look at.
I think V leans over the table and looks at Barnabas and is like, "Where did you find that ogre?"
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cress, it was in a cave.
It wasn't actually, but we tell people it was a cave. And,
Yes, I didn't believe it was that nice. Maybe that's why I'm believing it.
I think it was the tavern called the Cave.
Yes. Thank goodness you're with me.
Yes, thank goodness, okay.
Yes.
And who are you, delightful people?
Yes, have we been travelling long?
We just woke up this morning around the fire and everyone was there. I don't know what happened the night before.
What was in the drinks?
Yes.
Did you all get visited by a wizard and he gave us a weird to drink?
Oh, yeah,
It's
no.
ringing a bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
He
drink
yeah,
anything
he's
that's
sort of
handed
like
to me.
hardest.
If Cress has a song about it, then I'll believe it.
Well, can't remember. That's the thing. This is all very odd. I can usually remember everything that we've done together.
I say.
Unless
It does sound like something that would happen to us.
it does.
He was telling me about this fancy tavern, and then the next thing I knew, I had this drink, and then I woke up and I was in this place. So, go figure.
It sounds like something I would do.
I feel like I've been in this situation before.
Yes, there was.
Oh,
That was the
great
time that we woke up. We woke up in a swamp, didn't we?
We still send that wizard Christmas cards, though.
Yes.
It ended quite well.
Yes. And you pop some money in for him every time.
Oh, yes,
Is it the same wizard following you around, stalking you, giving you these concoctions? Or just a
might
different
be
one?
right. I do have a lot of fans.
He does. He's the
Barnabas Brasshorn, after all.
best.
Of course.
Okay, the Pixie comes back with a tray of drinks, and it's a red wine for Crescendo.
Thank you very much.
She tells you the cost for this will be 1 story about jealousy, please.
Oh, well, let me tell you. There was once a time my eldest brother, Forte Treble von Clef, he got a song for the king of the gnome clan. And I have to say, I was feeling rather jealous. But it's okay, because now I have Barnabas Brasshorn. All of my brothers and sisters are going to be jealous of me, including the twins, Symphony and Sonata, and Andante. So, my parents will be proud as long as I'm with you, Brasshorn. And he pays me very, very well.
Do you have siblings?
You knew that, Brasshorn.
Yes, I believe I do.
Everyone's going to be jealous of me. I'm going to be the best bard of them all.
Mm.
But thanks to Brasshorn, of course.
Very nice. She gives Barnabas his red wine and says, that will be a story about jealousy as well, please.
Tale of jealousy. Well, as I'm sure you already know, I am known as the Hero of Whitegrass. And the way I got that name was because I saved this poor, unfortunate town from a terrible group of ne'er-do-wells. A group of ne'er-do-wells who were causing nothing but distress to these poor folk. But I went out there and I showed them what for. Cress will vouch for me there.
Yes.
Now, the people, of course, were more than happy to celebrate my name. But of course, with success, you do tend to get those that wish you ill. And I do have a few people who wish they were quite as valiant and noble and, dare I say, dashingly handsome as I. It's an unfortunate cost of being such a hero.
Wow.
Lovely. Okay. What was Audrey drinking? Was it brown ale, wasn't it?
It was the brown ale.
Yes. She gives you
the largest pint.
a large pint of brown ale, and she says the cost of this will be 1 mellow tail, please.
A mellow tail.
Yes.
I don't have any mellow tails, but I do have a riddle. Will you accept a riddle?
Is it a mellow riddle?
It has a countryside theme.
Okay.
That's fairly mellow.
Oh, okay. I'll check with management, but should be okay.
Okay.
She looks over, and the Ember King gives a nod.
Okay, so we're good. Right, my riddle is this. 30 cows in a field and 28 chickens. How many didn't?
How many didn't?
Giraffe.
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of maths.
Barnabas's eyes just go like really small. And
Oh,
Just
another somebody at a table behind you leans his chair right back, and he whispers in your ear, "Was it 10?"
and I whisper back, incorrect.
Oh.
I'll say it again. 30 cows in a field and 28 chickens. How many didn't? Oh, sorry, no, yes, the answer is 10.
Yeah. But where did it come from? Where did it come from? Where the cows eat chickens?
Exactly.
Runty will lean into V and just go, I can't count that high. Can you count that high?
Peggy just moves the chair a little bit further away.
After 10, can you take over from there?
I can try.
Okay.
But also, have you heard of these chicken-eating cows? Because weird.
Not round. Nope. Not round where I live.
There are plenty of strange animals in the land of Fae.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I saw.
We kind of know.
Yeah, I saw a piano with legs once. Just wandering around.
That sounds like something that might need vanquishing. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. Trying to remember my pronunciations. It's Vronti, isn't it? Vronti, she gives you your dark and stormy.
Cool.
She says,
We'll take it and just with a tiny bit of release of electrical energy.
yeah, you see a little
crackles around the rim of the glass.
storm cloud just floating around the top of a glass, little flickers of lightning coming down from it. And she asks you for payment if she wants a story about bad weather.
Peggy leans in again.
Well, let me tell you something about bad weather. So when I was a kid,
Oh my god, not this one!
so
I swear, every
she
time.
hates this story because she nearly killed me.
He's
and-
clearly alive. Just saying.
Don't spoil the ending. They don't know I'm alive. Oh, wait.
I want to know.
So my sister has this god that she talks to, and like it's totally imaginary. It's not real. And I was, I was just trying to convince her that this is the truth, and she got really mad and she stomped her foot, and this bolt of lightning hit me.
Which obviously shows that the god is real. Hello? Just saying.
I say.
It's called proof. Anyways, he's mad because I electrocuted him, and now, like, sometimes when he gets really excited, his hair will, like, stand up on end, and it looks really ugly, but that's not really my fault. That's totally his own fault because I was provoked.
And wherever we go and stay, you won't let me straighten my hair. And like,
It's not my fault I have better hair.
I am the pretty
Like-
one.
No?
Well, I think you're both positively fabulous.
Oh, you're
There
so
must be a
cute.
spell.
You're
on it.
so small. Like, do you know that? You're so tiny. It's really horrible.
I tried to stick in a plant pot for a very long time to make myself cooler, but I'm a bit brave in the fact. So I sing big songs, and having the name Crescendo means that I'm going to make it big. I get bigger and bigger. And...
Have you
Yes.
tried drinking milk? I hear that makes you grow.
Oh no, it does not. Makes me have stinky breath. No.
enough.
Pixie says, he looks very, very big to me.
Always been that small.
Barnabas.
Okay, I've got a pale ale and I've got 2 whiskey sours.
Oh, whiskey
Yep.
sour, please.
Whiskey sour and pale ale.
Okay, whiskey sour, the price for this is a bitter tail.
Oh, I can tell you a bit of tale. I can take that one. So what you do is you get some water and you get some hops and you get some other bits and pieces if you want to make a nice bitter, and you let it brew. But longer the better, I think, if you come to my pub. And then you've got to boil it up a bit, and then you get all the mash out, and then you strain it essentially, and then you've got yourself a homemade bitter.
Oh,
Excellent.
You're
Here's your
so
whiskey sour. Okay, and here's yours and your pale ale. The price for pale ale is an embarrassing story, and the whiskey sour is a bitter tale.
Oh, well, the bitter tale, like 5 minutes ago, I don't know if you were watching, my brother was telling a story, and for some reason, he likes to blame everything that goes wrong in his life on me. So, he is being a bitter bitch. It is not so much a tale, because it's happening in the present, but just so everybody knows. And then what did you say for the ale?
An embarrassing story, please.
Well, he just embarrassed himself so much, so...
But no, wait, what about the story that you got stuck in that outhouse that time and you couldn't get out and you started crying?
yes,
That
I
was-
want to hear that one.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
What?
That was our cousin, and you know that.
Oh.
And she like blushes red because she's embarrassed.
Excellent. Okay, everybody's got their drinks. Are you having food?
Does that cost another tale?
Yeah. It's currency here. The food's very good though.
The menu.
I like this place.
What food's on the menu?
Oh,
It's
we have cheese curds, we have pretzels, fried mushrooms are nice. There's a lovely beef and potato stew. There's some sausage rolls. If you like seafood, we've got some fresh calamari. We can do you some fish and chips. There's Maria's chicken and rice, or there's the special charcuterie board.
Ooh, I might go for cheese curds, please.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Sound of the
Can you
calamari.
pass the menu around the table?
Yeah.
I might have to go for some mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms.
Hello, time for a mushroom.
I'll have a mushrooms too.
Okay, excellent. 2 lots of mushrooms, 1 cheese curds.
I think I will go for the stew. It sounds as hearty as I.
Yes.
Barnabas, ladies, don't get it down your front. We need to picture as a
He's already
hero.
poured loads of wine down his
Can we ask the pixie for a bib for Barnabas?
Yeah.
Yes.
But a heroic one.
And what about
The
the
brass one.
big? What about
the brass
the
bib.
what about the big gnome?
I would like the calamari, please.
Calamari. Okay. And you miss.
I think I'm gonna go for the charcuterie.
Charcuterie board.
I'm classy.
Okay. She checks you all okay for drinks, goes away back into the kitchen, and a little while later starts coming out with plates of food. Cheese curds first for Peggy. She tells you this will cost you 1 funny tale, please.
Oh, a funny tale. So, I run a pub called the Wild Brew. So, I'm taking a few notes of this one while I'm here. I see you've got quite a lot of different customers. So, I also have a lot of people come through in my pub as well. And this one day, this bloke comes through, and he's a bit quiet. He's a bit, bit shy, and he sits up at the bar. And I accidentally spilt some beer on him, and he only bloody turns into a fish. Couldn't believe it. It was hilarious. And then he's flapping around on the floor right in front of everybody. I had to try and grab him. He's slippery as anything. And I had to dunk him in the beer barrel. And it didn't go well, because I don't think you can put fish in a beer barrel. But, it did
Getting
it bitter.
free drink.
Excellent. Barnabas, you get a big bowl of beef and potato stew. Looks hearty and filling indeed.
It starts eating it straight away.
Yeah, while you're spooning stew into your mouth and down your front, she asks you for a story about a battle.
Story about a battle.
You have many.
Many. Why, I was in a battle, I saw a tyrannical lord who was treating a land most foul. So I went about each tavern in the land to rouse the local populace, you understand, certainly not to have any of their drinks. Although a lot of them offered me drinks because I am Barnabas Brasshorn and my name preceded me. So maybe I sampled some of the drinks, and maybe I was kicked out of a few of the taverns. But the point is that I drunk many different drinks. And I forget what you asked me.
A story about a battle. You were telling us about fighting a dinosaur, I think you said.
A dinosaur, yeah.
I remember that one.
There was a dinosaur.
I heard about this tale. Didn't you tie his shoelaces together?
Yes. The dinosaur was wearing the fanciest boots.
He nicked my boots. That's what happened.
Was it?
Yes, he nicked my fancy boots.
Well, I wouldn't stand for such behaviour. So I tied the dinosaur's boots together, and I do believe I felled the beast, quite literally, he fell over. And, well, thank you. No applause, just drinks, if you will. Hero, yes. The saviour of, what was that land called?
What? Oh, the land. The land! Oh, Shiggles Wales.
Shiggles Wales.
Excellent. Must have been brave going up against the Tyrannosaurus Lord.
It was. You get used to such things when you're a hero like me.
Well, enjoy your stew. We'll bring some more bread out for you. No problem.
Thank you.
It was the calamari, was it, for your little helper?
Yeah, please. I love a bit of calamari, nice and tidy.
This will be an ocean tail, please.
An ocean tail? Well...
Crescendo, do you remember that time when I was going across the ocean?
Barnabas was going across the ocean.
Yes.
Weren't you, Barnabas? And there was the time I did an ocean show, and we were there together, and we put it on the most wonderful show, telling your stories on the ocean.
Oh my god, they're really, really good, those cruise ships. Right?
Yes.
Because about getting some for my pub.
Yes, it wasn't at all cheap and tacky, was it?
No expense.
No. So I sang for the crew and the wonderful people on board. Everyone looked stunning, beautiful. There were dances, there was food, and I saw a mermaid. I thought I did.
He leans over to her brother and is like, "What's the ocean?"
And I lean into Cress and say, "Remember to bring it back to me."
And the mermaid waved at Barnabas.
Yes, I recall.
They recognise you,
Yes.
the hero of them all, the hero of Whitegrass, and let's not forget his loyal bard, me.
But mostly me.
And me.
Okay, excellent. I have 2 portions of fried mushrooms. One of them was...
Yeah.
Yep, okay, that will be... this is perfect for you. This will be a fay tail, please.
Oh, I have tons of these. One time, me and my sister were, we were looking for... They have these traveling theaters in the Fae, and they suck. You should not go and find a traveling theater, because if you get too close, they will induct you into it, and you're doing plays, and it's totally lame. No one lets you drink.
Sometimes they eat you.
Sometimes they eat you, right? What is up with that?
It is so fucked up.
In a bad way?
Oh, yeah, no, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
I've been eaten. Is there a good way?
Well, I don't know. It's May, so it could be, I guess.
Anyway, we're wandering through the Feywild, and we come across this unicorn, right? And unicorns are super rare. So I turn to V, and I'm like, hey, we might be able to sell this for something. We should try and track this down. Anyway, long story short, wasn't a unicorn, was actually an archfey, and I forgot that story ended with us getting our asses kicked.
yeah, this is why, like, you had that black eye for, like, 3 years.
Good. Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, because he had, like, dressed up his donkey with the horn and, like, was hiding in the bushes. It was a whole thing.
Oh,
Moral of the story is...
fashion statement.
No. Why
I
would you think that?
I like it.
I don't know.
Be careful with donkeys.
Yeah, that thing was, like, mega bad-tempered.
Oh.
Anyway, unicorns.
Vanquishing.
I can always help you out with an animal charm if you come across that again.
That's quite handy. I think unicorns are quite hard to charm. But donkeys,
Donkeys are
Yeah,
easy.
any old donkey. Yeah.
although I'm pretty charming, and it still kicked me in the face.
Well, your face is
Oh no, but it's
charming
because you
after that.
you tried to pull it towards like the market, but you were like yanking on its tail. And I don't think he really appreciated that, because then like he kicked you in the face, and then like at the same time, like, you know.
Oh yeah, you hate it when I yank on your tail too.
Yeah, it's rude. It's
Yeah,
not polite.
here.
It is bad manners.
It's funny though.
Okay, and she'll give Audrey the second plate of fried mushrooms and ask you for a Fey tale as well.
A Fey tale. Well, I have travelled a little bit in the land of the Fey, and I haven't seen a unicorn, but I did once see a horse with a plunger stuck to its forehead. And I had been drinking quite a lot the night before, so I did think it was a unicorn for a while. And I tried
They'll
talking
get
to
you.
her.
They'll get you. It's like real. It's a thing. I think there's like a black market of like fake unicorns.
I don't
It's a
think
whole.
unicorns are real.
Is somebody scamming us? Is somebody selling these things? Because I tried talking to it in unicorn for hours and it didn't answer. And it was only when it then replied in horse that I knew what was going on.
Where?
So that's the story of the Fae. But I suppose, you know, I found my dear pet and travelling companion Queenie when I was travelling in the lands of the Fae. And I was walking through an enchanted forest and I heard this voice, tiny voice calling. And at first I thought it might be one of the midges flying around my head. But it wasn't. I followed the voice and I came across, I don't think you've ever heard of them, they're called Jupiter's flytraps.
Oh.
And they're great big ugly plants and they like to eat anything living and they lure you in with whatever you happen to like. So for me it would be a lovely piece of chocolate cake, but for Queenie it was some dead flies, and she had got lured inside this Jupiter's fly trap. And the only way to open a Jupiter's flytrap, they have a huge red foot, and you have to leap as hard as you can onto the foot, and then their mouth flies open, and whatever's caught inside can get out. And so that's how I saved dear old Queenie, and she's been with me ever since. Unfortunately, she thinks she's very strong and brave, but she doesn't really make much of a dent with those tiny little saber teeth.
My goodness, it sounds like I'm in good company with a hero such as yourself.
Such a beautiful story.
Well, I mean, Queenie's the hero of that particular story, I suppose, because
Yes,
it wouldn't happen without her.
It sounds like I'm in good company with you, Queenie.
I don't know what sound the dragonfly makes, actually.
That sounded good to me.
You do notice a lot of pixies are giving Queenie quite a wide berth just in case, because for a pixie probably looks quite scary.
Yeah, Queenie has already whispered in my ear that they look rather tasty.
Okay, and the special charcuterie board is for the classy lady down in the pale ale and a whiskey sour.
Yeah, thank you.
The price of this one is a story about your first love, please.
Oh, Kevin. He was just like sculpted by the gods, I think. But in a way, what?
Nothing.
It's not my fault you never liked Kevin. Yeah, no, he was a handsome man, and he kind of stumbled into the Feywild, and I found him, and he was really hurt, and so I was like, oh my god, I know how to fix people, let me fix you up. And he didn't talk for the longest time, I think because he was really intimidated, everything in the Feywild is super a lot all of the time. And then so I had him in lying on moss, and he was healing, and he was sleeping a lot, and I was talking to him, and I was like, oh my god, you're human, you're amazing, you know, everything about you is so perfect. And then one day, while I was going off to get some, oleander and some flowers and everything to help with the healing, I came back and he was gone, and your first one hurts the most. He literally just ghosted me, quite fucking literally, because later I found his ghost. It turns out oleander doesn't really help healing.
I I was just going to say, are you sure that was the right herb you were looking for? As a druid?
No,
Apparently not.
no.
Accidentally kill him.
Humans are super easy to kill.
I know. It's like I didn't even do it on purpose. It
Oh,
just like
it's
happened.
delicious. What is his problem?
Maybe it's meant to be, you know.
Mm.
But if it's
Also,
only consolation,
this as well that I did not care for. He was like, "Oh, I died." So
I know he was so dramatic about dying too. Like when we found his ghost, he was like, well, "I can't believe you killed me," and it was like, "Excuse me, I was trying to fix you. It's not my fault. You died." Anyways, that was Kevin.
yeah.
The little waitress, little tiny pixie waitress, is like, "Oh, hun, we've all tried to fix men before. It just doesn't work."
That's not funny.
You know, I saw him and I thought, you know, I can fix him. And then Bronte saw him and was like, well, I can make him worse. And that's what happened.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but what kills you can kill you, I guess.
Yeah.
Wise old saying.
Heard that one before.
there must be some face saying, I think.
Yes.
Okay, as you finish your meals, the Ember King is kind of doing little two rounds of the room, and he comes up and asks if you're all enjoying your stay in his domain.
Yes, pleasant here. I like
Very
it.
much. It is a
Sorry.
charming establishment you have here.
Yeah, you've
It's always
excellent
nice to be back.
master.
Well, would you possibly be interested in a bit of a challenge? There'd be a reward in it for you in exchange for a tale of your exploits.
Do we get paid in stories or something else?
Something else, I think. I have the back door to his establishment opens out into the Feywild. I can give you access if you want, and maybe a little something to keep you safe. It is a dangerous place out there for the unwary.
Yeah, it's not that appealing.
Barnabas draws his sword and like stumbles a little, but like manages to get his foot on his stool and holds up his sword. Challenge accepted.
It's like just stay in here and take a look around and might make some more notes. I don't like the sound of a nasty back garden.
Bronte will cast the message cantrip to his sister and say into her head, "Yo, we could totally school these people. I know nothing about the Feywild."
Oh my god, you're so right!
Yeah,
Let's do it!
Barnabas looks around at the others to see if anyone's like roused by his stance, but starts to look a little unsure of himself as everyone's just looking up.
Yes.
Queenie is very excited. She's flying round and around everybody's heads and can't wait to go on an adventure.
Nearly slice her.
Yeah, I like the sword's like slightly stuck in the ceiling or something. Tuck it down.
Classic.
Chandelier falls down.
Who put that there?
Okay. So, do we have a deal?
Well, wait. What was the treasure? Wasn't there some treasure?
I have some magical items I can give you, as well as the use of the back door to this establishment.
Magical item sounds interesting.
Will I gain some renown?
Of course. Everybody here would be waiting to hear the tale of your bravery.
Yes. I'm sure they already know, but it wouldn't hurt to add another one to the pile.
Yeah, maybe you could twin your pub with my pub, and then we could like exchange customers.
Oh.
Possibly, yes. I'd have to visit your pub and make sure it was suitable first, of course.
It's amazing. It's the best pub outside of this one.
Sounds interesting. I mean, we're more of a moving pop-up pub, if you like, but it might be nice to have a link with somewhere a bit more permanent.
Absolutely. That sounds very boho.
Yes. I visited Boho once. It's a lovely domain. Very, very fancy.
Kingdom of Boho.
One of my favourite places.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm in.
Yes.
You okay?
Into the
Why not?
fairy world.
Queenie looks happy. I'll go along.
Okay. As you all accept, you see a bright flash of light, and you're all momentarily stunned.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, this sounds over the loo as well.
Barnabas?
I whisper to Queenie and ask her what's going on.
Your vision returns momentarily, but you are no longer at a table in the bar room. You are now standing on a windowsill in a small bedroom. The Ember King is standing next to you, but he's the same height as you all. You are all now tiny.
But even tinier than me after my shrink ray.
Even tiny, yeah.
Well, I didn't think I could get any smaller.
not again!
Fall down through the cracks in the keyboard.
Is my hair okay?
It's quite fluffy.
It's fine.
Now, what's happened here?
Okay, your challenge is to reach the fireplace in the bar room before the sands are gone. The Ember King waves his hand and an illusionary sandglass appears. A cheer erupts distantly from the patrons who've all completed this challenge before, and with that he winks at you, and then he disappears, leaving a 6 of you standing, tiny little people on a windowsill in a bedroom.
Well, wait, Queenie can give us a ride on her back, can't she?
No, because Queen is even tinier.
She's been drunk too, okay.
So, are we not in the same room that we were in before? Are we in a room upstairs in the pub?
Yeah, you look like you're in an inn bedroom. I don't know, does Peggy have rooms in her pub to let? Or?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Quite familiar to you,
we have to get from the windowsill to the fireplace.
in the bar room downstairs.
In the bar room downstairs.
And it looks like you have about an hour to do it, judging by that illusionary sandglass you can see.
Presumably this drop down from the windowsill to the floor looks pretty lethal for people of our current size.
It's quite a drop, yes.
Are the curtains that go from the windowsill to the floor?
Yeah. At least most of the way down. There's maybe a bit of a gap, but yeah, you should be okay.
I've got a 50-foot rope. Will that reach the bottom of the...
I also have a 50-foot rope.
Incredible!
Me too.
We can climb all together.
Yeah, your ropes are a lot shorter now, but even shrunken ropes will look long enough to reach the floor.
Okay. So is there anything we can tie them to?
Yeah, it's going to be like one of those window sash things.
Okay.
Check my bag. Do I have any rope?
We would need to tie it to something, though, I imagine. I've done that before, you know, where I've used a rope to climb down a cliff face, but realised the other side wasn't tied to anything.
That really must have been a heroic exploit.
Of course, I made the landing quite expertly, but a lesser man would have fallen to their untimely demise.
Did you perhaps land on a lesser man, and that's why you jumped to your feet straight away?
I couldn't possibly comment.
It sounds like if you go down first, and then you can catch us at the bottom.
Oh,
because that would be a heroic thing to do.
and you can climb. You're a hero.
You know, I would, but I woke up with a bit of a sore knee today.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried that
You know what would be really good on the knee? Oleander.
I don't suppose you have any on you.
Maybe
No.
I might take back seat here whilst I don't want to take the limelight too much. I'm not that kind of person. So perhaps someone else should think of an idea.
While this is going on, Peggy, because she's a very practical person, she's just tying all the ropes together. She's tying it on the windowsill, and she's like getting ready to go. And she's like, "Wait, I see you at the bottom."
Yeah, it drops down. You can climb down. Give me an athletics check with advantage since you climbed down a rope.
Ooh,
First
athletics
roll.
check. Right.
Yay.
20?
Yes.
Yes. Athletics.
And roll 2 and choose the highest one.
5 and 13, and I have 4 in athletics.
So 17.
Ooh.
Yeah, excellent.
Nice.
Peggy easily scales her way down. Don't you have any special climbing techniques? So it's just a kind of a hand over hand, underhand.
She's also nimble. She's a little halfling, so even though it's not really appropriate here because it's not the right thing, but she's a nimble creature.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you're easily able to scale your way down. Your little halflings have hairy feet, don't they?
She's taken her shoes off and like slung them around her shoulders for a bit more extra grip.
So you do that kind of abseiling thing where your hands on the rope, your feet on the wall, and just bounce your way down. Quite easily reach the bottom while everybody's still standing at the top talking about how to get down.
Yeah, she wants that prize.
Vronte will take one look at his sister and be like, last one to the bottom is... I can't think of anything, and runs off.
Yeah, she's gonna mirthful leap her way down.
Okay, you can both give me athletics checks with advantage as well.
Dear. Oh, dear.
7 plus... Oh my god, I got a 6.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Okay, you both...
goat legs, they're not great.
Smashing on the wall.
You both make your way to the bottom of this rope, but it's not elegant. It doesn't look easy. You make it look awkward and difficult.
Which one gets there first?
Who got a 6 and who got a 7?
I got the 6.
I got the 7.
Okay, Vronte somehow just about manages to make it down first.
Compose myself as V gets to the bottom, and I'm like, I look cool.
Yeah, you slip and fall the last few feet, landing on your bum at the bottom, while V, you're kind of somehow left hanging upside down at one point. But not in a kind of graceful aerial dance way, more in a kind of lost track of which way I was meant to be going kind of way.
Okay, I jump down next then.
You want to go next? Yep, give me
I'm going to go next.
athletics check with advantage. So,
how do I do that?
okay. If you've got your character sheet, you should have an athletics modifier.
Yeah, I've got that, yeah.
You need to roll 2 d20s and choose the highest one and add your modifier.
Okay. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, try again. Oh dear. Oh, okay, that's slightly better. So I got 13.
A 13? Okay, with a 13, you managed to make it down. Not quite as gracefully as Peggy, but certainly look a lot better than those two Slaters did.
Barnabas turns around and, for the first time, notices everyone's gone. Look what I found! And he points at the rope.
Right. I think Cress would probably kind of put out his hands like, okay, Barnabas, take me down, and so you can lift me up.
Oh. I would actually rather you did it yourself first, just to make sure it's safe. I flick Cress a gold piece.
Okay. How about... I think perhaps another gold piece might do it.
Very well. Here you go. Bleeding me dry, but off you go then.
Cress kind of pops it into his pocket. It's like, yes, every time it works. And then I'll kind of shuffle to the edge, and Cress very kind of elegantly tries to put his foot. I was like, I hope this won't rip any of my beautiful robes. We don't want to be looking bad, do we, when we get to the bottom? And then we'll try to make it down the rope.
Excellent.
So,
Athletics with advantage.
is that 12? Oh, we get 2. Take the 12 because that was a 3. And then my athletics is -1, so it'd be 11.
11. Okay, you make it down. You kind of lose your grip a little bit at one point. Your feet kind of go higher up. Your hands go lower down. 2 gold pieces drop out of your pocket, heading straight down towards the satyrs at the bottom. But you're quite quickly able to scurry down after them.
My money. Thank you. Okay, come on, Barnabas.
So Barnabas takes
We will be trying to pocket anything before they get down.
Barnabas takes a swig out of his flask, his big old flask, and right, you've got this, Barney, you've got this, and he tries to make his way down. So 13. Did you say athletics?
Yeah.
I don't think I get advantage, do I? Because I'm
Yeah,
generally
you have
quite-
advantage.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, everybody else has.
I'm happy to take the first because I think Barnabas is quite drunk at this point.
Okay, yeah, what's the first roll then?
Well, to be honest, it's 14, so it's not too bad.
It's not bad at all. No, again, none of you managed to make it down quite as gracefully as Peggy did, but you certainly make it. You're a big, strong man. Even with that extra weight you're carrying, you're able to make it down to the bottom. Krez, you're able to make sure you're not underneath him when he gets there.
Did you see that? Did you see how I climbed down?
You did that so gracefully. We didn't even see any hint of a bum crack at all. It's fine.
Is that everyone down? Because once everyone's down, Peggy's going to yoink on the rope because she did like a clever sailor's knot type thing. So everyone gets their ropes back.
Oh, give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you tie that knot then.
Oh, yeah. That is a 20!
That rope. Not only does it fall down, it's
And
somehow...
she has,
And you have...
and I've got like +1 in deck.
Okay, excellent. So not only does the
And then,
rope
yeah.
come down, it somehow coils itself up as it comes down and lands in a neat coil at your feet.
How did you do that?
Oh,
Marry
this is
me.
like really
Like a-
snug.
A rope forster, which...
You're like a rope whisperer or something.
Yes, parts of them all back.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you've reached the floor. You're in... This bedroom is about 20 foot by about 25 feet. Though it looks a lot bigger from your perspective. You can see a bed, a chest, a closet. It's clearly set up for room guests in this inn. There is a small backpack lying against the wall. And it looks like it's half covering some kind of hole behind it in the skirting board.
Uh-oh.
The room's brightly lit by candles. And yeah, you can hear a little scurrying coming from behind that pack.
Nice.
Is anyone really good with animals? I feel like we could totally ride the mouse. I hope it's a mouse.
Definitely. I could speak to them. I could try to. Depending on, they might be fine. They might be fine, but I don't know if I want to risk meeting these animals.
Do it.
No, it's okay.
Remember that time when I convinced that dragon to share its hoard
Yes.
with the village below,
Yes.
and it invested in the local economy?
Yes. I remember. You tell me every single day.
You should write a song about it.
I have written many songs about it, and you never appreciate any of them.
I certainly do.
You keep asking me to write new ones. Anyway, this is not the time to be arguing. There's things scurrying about, and we need to get across the room to the fireplace and win this challenge.
Is the bed sort of directly in front of them so they could all like hurry across and hide behind the bed leg?
The bed's on the opposite side of the room. This pack's up against
okay.
a bare wall.
So that's the closest thing first.
Yeah, so you come down, you've got the bed on your right hand side against the right wall, the door opposite you, and the pack is against the left hand wall.
Okay.
Does the door look quite flush to the floor, or does it look like we
It
could?
does, yeah, there's no room under it.
Okay.
Is there
Did
like is there like a dumbwaiter or anything in the room? Like, you know, one of those laundry chutes or something?
No, there's no sign of anything like that here.
Okay.
Could I try casting an entangle spell right in front of what we think might be the mouse hole, so that it's all kind of tricky terrain then, as whatever it is comes out of its
You
hole?
can, yeah. You can cast an entangle.
Nice.
Okay, I do that. Cast.
Okay, let me just look that up. Okay, and as you cast that, 5 very big, very hungry-looking rats come out from that hole.
Dear.
Did this not work?
Let me give.
Do I?
Yeah, let me just give them some checks.
Is there like Pokemon battle music? Like.
As V sees these rats, she's gonna turn to her brother and be like, "Yo, imagine how big they are normally."
Looks like 4 of them are
Really
all
small.
tangled up in your vines. What does your entangle look like? Is it just vines, or is it anything?
It is grasping weeds and vines.
Okay. Looks like 4 of them get tangled up in this, but one of them kind of scurries a bit closer towards you.
I think Crest would kind of step forward and be like, wait. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone stay calm, okay? It's going to be all right, Barnabas. You know what you're doing. You be the hero. Step forward.
He's barely even noticed the rats at this point.
Can someone talk to the rat and just check that it's actually trying to kill us? Oh, okay.
I was thinking I would try cast the enchantment animal friendship if
Oh,
that's okay.
yeah.
So I would like to kind of convince this rat that we mean no harm.
Yeah, we've only tangled up 4 of his friends. We don't mean any harm.
Yeah, but in a friendly way.
Like tickling the other rats.
Tickle.
I just wanted to talk to them so bad.
Okay. Are you trying to convince someone who's not tangled up?
Yes. I kind of look at him and say, "We're not here to harm any of you. We are just merely walking across the room innocently, and the fact that your lovely friends here are tangled up is just a complete mistake. You know, we're a little bit clumsy. You know, we're new to this being teeny-weeny kind of thing. And I don't suppose, you know, if you feel like it, perhaps we could catch a ride on your back."
Well, we're not here to fight any of you either. We're just here looking for something to eat, like, that's all. Just hungry.
Yeah, well, have you been downstairs? The tavern is full of amazing, the calamari. Amazing.
We're rats. We're rats. We live in a hole in a wall. Where do you think we're going to get an ocean tail to pay for calamari from?
Oh, you don't have to pay.
Well, you do.
Oh.
Well, if you come down with us, we can tell some tales on your behalf, and then we can share our food with you.
I don't
Wait,
know.
it's not on the floor. Plenty dropped on the floor, especially Barnabas he's eating.
What?
I'm sure there's some leftovers on him right now.
Well, I mean, they don't particularly like us downstairs in the common room, but that's why we're looking. Have you got food?
Oh, have we got food?
Let me check in my bag.
I could brew you a beer.
I mean, how long is that going to
Do
take?
like a stout. That's quite filling. I don't know how long it takes to brew a beer. I've got brewing tools.
One day happens.
I wonder if there's something in this pack. Maybe there's some food in there. We could try pulling this over.
Yeah, you can have a look in there. Give me a perception check if you haven't looked in the pack. Or an investigation. Perception and investigation, your choice.
I will go for investigations. That is a 19.
A 19. Yeah, you pick up a distinct odour of some rather stinky cheese in that pack.
V, help me pull this over. I start feeling like I assume that there's some kind of dangly tassel.
Yeah, there'll be.
ring or something.
Like an arm, a shoulder
Yeah.
strap.
Start trying to.
Let's all go.
Should we all grab it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barnabas just stands to the side watching.
Barnabas,
You can do it! I'm rooting for you all!
aren't you inspiring?
And yeah,
I
you
think
put,
V's gonna pull, and it's because her strength is really shit. She's gonna pull and stumble, and accidentally her leg is gonna kick Barnabas in the gut.
accidentally, yeah. Excellent. Inside this pack, when you're able to you have to kind of climb into it more or less. There's like just some silver pieces. There's what looks like a ledger. There's some stinky cheese wrapped up in like a waxy paper. There's a candle and there's a magnifying glass in there.
Are
Whoa.
they all tiny or they're giant?
They're giant.
They're giant.
Yeah.
Imagine how big the cow must have been to make this cheese.
What a strange thing to be carrying around with oneself.
Where's
Can Peggy try and push the ledger out and then have a look so she can read what's written inside?
Yeah, you see it's like trade logs for looks like a merchant, a travelling merchant.
Oh, what kind?
He looks like it's somebody who actually makes a living buying horses, dressing them up as unicorns and selling them to travelling fairs.
Oh, that's that scammer!
They're
Oh my god, it is a conspiracy.
Barnabas, go and tie his shoelaces together.
I wish I had thought of that.
You see lots of entries for plungers, for sticks on elastic.
Bronte will read over this material and turn to V and just go, "What are the odds?" Such a coincidence. We should
No,
try
it-
this. It seems like it's lucrative.
Yeah, this is so true. Also, maybe like a tiny bit of revenge. I don't know how you feel about that.
Oh, you know I love revenge.
I know.
You two are after revenge.
Well, when you get like kicked in the face and shat on by a donkey that's pretending to be a unicorn that's controlled by an archfey that is like associated with like a merchant that sells fake horses to pretend to be unicorns, a grudge can develop.
Ah, yes.
I don't really hold grudges, but I do like doing things to annoy people.
Oh, I love my grudges. I like attend to them like little pets.
Peggy then pulls out the cheese.
And
like,
unwrapping the cheese.
Yeah, that's like, well, I mean, I should shout at my mates really, but it looks like we're caught in some weeds there.
Audrey!
Wait. Oh, can I disentangle them?
You can, yes.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. That's better. Right, thank you.
One last tickle,
We'll
and
be
then
off.
I'll disentangle them.
Go and have something to eat.
Oh, whoa! We've just done you a solid. Do you think you could one of you could give us a ride? Just maybe to the top of the stairs or something. If you don't want to go down.
We just did you a solid too. We haven't eaten any of you.
No.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got like 6 little ratlings back in the nest. I need to get them this food. You know how it is. If I go giving people rides everywhere when I get back, my beautiful old lady wife would be like, "Where have you been? Why you've been in that pub again, haven't you?"
Well, what about if when we get big again, we bring you some cheese? We promise to come back and bring you a huge, big, stinky hunk of smelly cheese. If you give us a ride now.
I feel like we're like taking way longer talking to the rat than just like walking.
I will, since you seem like decent people. I will give you a little clue if you like. If you can't reach a door handle overhead, it looks a bit big for you. If you come through this hole, it'll take you in a different room.
Amazing! Let's go!
Thanks, Ratty.
Tally ho!
He will roll his wheel of cheese through this little hole and away into the wall with his friends off a little ratty feast.
Do we follow? Is it the same hole we're going through?
It pretty much, yeah. You got your head in, and there's like a little hole leading off one way, and he's kind of heading. There's like a hollow space between the walls, so he's heading one way, and you can see another hole leading into another area.
The Rat Kingdom.
Yeah. Does he tell us which hole to go?
Yeah. He points to you. There's like a little hole leading into another room.
Okay then. I guess we go through here.
Yeah, Barnabas tries to run to the front, so he feels like he's leading the group valiantly. He draws his sword as well. This way, everybody.
Yeah.
We all go the other way.
Yeah, he's like, I start following the rat.
Okay, this hole brings you out in another bedroom. By the looks of it, slightly smaller. This one, 15 by 20 feet. Again, there's a bed. There's a chest, there's a dresser. This room is brightly lit, there's candles burning all around it. And leaning against the wall is quite a fancy looking wooden staff with a blue crystal tip.
Ooh.
Want.
Yes. That would
Volunteers straight over towards that staff.
Okay. As soon as you touch it, a swarm of cicadas burst from it. Circle
Every time.
Circle briefly, and then they're much smaller than you. They fly straight under that door.
Yeah, I did magic.
That was very impressive.
I am pretty impressive.
So can we run under the door after?
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything else around in this room of interest other than the staff?
Like I say, not particularly. There's a chest and a dresser you can see. And a minute later, you can hear footsteps coming from outside the door.
Everybody hide!
You hear what sounds
Peggy
like...
just legs it and hides
Hide.
under the bed.
Okay, you can hide under the bed.
I just hide behind Barnabas.
Barnabas is standing there, having a swig from his port. Yes, of course.
Monty is going to run over to V and be like, "What do we do?"
Peggy's back
And then
in
she
the-
lies flat on the ground, I think.
I don't like to make a habit of running from a foe, no.
I know, but
Audrey runs back to the mouse hole.
Okay.
Monty is going to stand and just do this in front of his bed.
I actually think Barnabas would turn and draw his sword
you're like,
and stand valiantly.
Is his sword shaking?
To be fair, he's so oblivious, he probably thinks he can take it on, but he will most definitely get squished.
Perception -6.
Yeah.
my head in my hands, like, oh gosh.
So, Cress is hiding behind Barnabas. You're drawing your sword. Ronti's hiding like that. What about Peggy's under the bed? What's Audrey doing?
Audrey's run back to the rat
mouse
hole.
rat hole, yes. And what about
Mouse hole, yep.
V?
V is literally just flat on the floor, just I surrender.
Okay, excellent. You hear a key turning in the lock. The door slowly opens, and standing there is a middle-aged woman wearing fairly ornate-looking robes.
Ow, fiend!
Me in the morning.
Oh,
Does she notice us?
That's yeah. She does. She comes in and she several of you aren't hiding particularly well. Both of you are hiding. Peggy, Audrey, and Cress, I suppose, can give me stealth checks.
Oh, I stealth check. Okay.
that's a 13, and I've got modifier of 1.
So 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got 7. Oh, correct. This great.
Is that 7?
Yes, I got a 4 on the dice,
Okay,
and then I've
excellent.
got yeah.
I think Barnabas is hopping from foot to foot, so you can kind of just see Cress.
I also have a 7. It's a
Excellent.
die 20, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. She comes in. She can quite clearly see 3 of you. And you see little glances towards the bed, towards the rat hole as well. And she says to you, trying to steal my stuff really isn't acceptable,
Oh, no.
Is her voice big and booming?
Um,
Huge.
she's
Or is she whispering it?
she's saying it in quite a soft voice because she's aware that you're small.
Who did she say that to? Just to the room?
Yes.
mean,
You really shouldn't be in my room touching my things.
No, we didn't cut anything. Fine, wonderful person. What's your name? We're just here we're playing a game, and we just stumbled into the wrong place at the wrong time. Clearly. Who are you?
She sits down on the bed. She peers under briefly at
Peggy winks.
Peggy and says, you can come out now, dear.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, she sounds quite nice.
Hey, Barnabas,
Peggy,
God.
Peggy asks if she can be put up on the bed with the lady.
Yeah, she will pick you up carefully and put you on the bed next to her.
She's like stroking her ornate cloak.
Okay, it's
So nice.
very colourful, very brightly coloured, geometric patterns and such like. She tells you, I am Aza. I am a mage from the land of Chult, far to the south of here.
Oh.
Amazing. Is there any chance you can make us our normal size, please?
You're doing the challenge, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that what
I did it myself many years ago. I really don't think I can spoil the fun for you, but I wish you luck.
Like,
Could you-
you can't, because mages are boring, and I bet you haven't read the right book yet, and sorcerers are great, and I can just do magic without having to read anything, so...
Oh dear, you're a sorcerer, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why?
Is there
I'm
any chance?
in the library all the time.
Is there
Also,
any
you're
chance you could
broken.
Sorry, what was that? What was that you said, dear?
Oh, I was just going to see if you might be able to just take us down in, like, you could just hold us in your hand. Because it's not really cheating, it's just bending the rules.
It's much more fun if you figure out ways of doing it yourselves. This is to teach you ways to deal with problems and.
I think...
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yes, well, I
do
think
think-
it's important to let you learn for yourselves, really. I did. My brothers did.
Okay. Okay, put me back down on the floor then, please.
What about a little clue or, a tiny bit of magic just to help us on our way?
I
do think the door is open now, is it not?
I'll leave a door open for you. That's fine.
Great. Peggy legs it.
You weren't
Open door.
you weren't planning on trying to steal my stuff, were you?
Well, for that, you'd have to have stuff worth stealing.
I say.
Well,
That whole get up. I'm not feeling it.
Bronte is going to message V and just say, "Run!" and then push the staff over and then run.
And V runs.
okay. And Peggy's like this.
I'm also running
Yeah, she's
now.
waiting at the door jam.
Okay. What are Barnabas and Crez doing?
Well, I think I'm going to be kind of tugging it, but
Yeah, I think-
halfway through. Come on.
Watch them a bit slow, but then and kind of try and trot after them a bit.
Oh, adventurers never change, do they? Come and find me later. I'll tell you a story of my own, if you like, about my brothers. But good luck.
Sounds boring.
Bye.
Barnabas passport.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you all run out of the door into what looks like a common area for the upstairs in rooms, like a kind of communal area. This area, it's quite large, 35 feet by about 30 feet. There is a small table, a comfortable-looking sofa, and sitting on this sofa is a blonde-haired elven vampire. They look very pale. You see his little fangs, reading a book and sipping from a wine glass.
I bet that's not mine.
Can I do an insight check on him?
You can.
Oh. Haha, that sucks. 6.
You think he's probably enjoying his book.
Okay.
You know, I was once the guest of honor at a vampire ball.
Yeah, didn't you get chucked out?
You I thought I was the belle of the ball myself, but
You keep telling yourself that.
Frontier is going to come to a skidding halt, cartoon style. Up at the vampire, back to his sister, and go, "Oh, this guy's hot." All right.
He's got good fashion taste, I'd say.
Yeah.
What's he reading? Can we see what he's reading?
Yeah, give me perception or investigation checks.
Can I also ask, did there look like there was another way out? Like, was there a door? Sorry,
There
I
are
missed that,
several doors around this room. It looks like one of them's ajar. Across the far side.
No stairwell or anything.
It looks like one of the other doors seems to open onto a stairwell.
Can Peggy go and have a peek in the one that's open?
Yeah, 2 secs. What do we get for perception investigation things?
Perception 13 plus 2, so 15.
15's excellent. Yeah, it looks like a YA supernatural romance. You see a teenage vampire girl in an embrace with a horned pirate wearing a dark red jacket.
I think I've read that one.
Yes.
Just about make out the name. It's called Amelia Fang and the Perilous Pirate.
Hey!
I heard about that. Many awards!
I think I read some good fan fiction of that one.
Delightful. Well, I like this vampire. Should we try to talk to him?
V's gonna walk up to him, kick his leg with her hoof, and be like, "Hey, my brother thinks you're really cute."
He looks down at you, kind of just puts a finger to his lips and then points to the book and goes back to reading.
And then she's gonna elbow Vronti and be like, "See, he's reading, which means he knows how to read, which means he's smart. It's just not gonna work out."
Yeah, but vampires own castles, and I would look great in the castle, so...
You could always kill him and take the castle.
But he's hot!
He's hot and huge.
Not a problem.
Peggy, you're looking in the other room. It's the door's slightly ajar. You can see another bedroom. This contains a bed, a chest. There's a desk with a potted plant sitting on the desk, and a pile of firewood next to a small unlit fireplace.
Aww. She relays this back to the team.
As you look through, the potted plant gives you a little wave.
My kind of plant.
Little dude, we should put you in that potted plant again, and maybe you'll grow this time.
Audrey.
Good point.
Audrey, I think you should come and look at this plant. It is waving.
Oh, I gotta see this. So I run in there with Peggy, and is the plant saying something? Is it, or is it literally just little frondy hand that's going?
It was just a little frondy hand, but as you go in, it looks at you running in and goes, "Hello."
Oh, hello, little plant. How are you? What's happening?
I'm great. How are you? What are you doing? Who are you?
Oh, we're doing the challenge.
Oh, the
Have you got any
challenge.
clues or hints for us or help?
No, I've never done a challenge. I'm a plant. We don't let plants do it.
That's just plantist.
I know, it's so not fair, and I'm really clever too. I help all the students who stay in here. I'm a study aid plant.
Does that mean if we eat you, we get smart?
Nobody's eating the plant.
No, please don't eat me. I'm poisonous to satyrs.
Then maybe the vampire would like me. Wait, did you say poisonous?
Sorry?
Did you just say poisonous?
To satyrs.
Oh, bummer.
Barnabas runs in with his sword drawn, like, who needs help?
I go running up.
I'm good, thanks. They seem peaceful enough.
What sorcery is this?
Barnabas,
Is this a little talking plant?
Yeah, did plants not talk where you're from? The Feywild, everything talks.
Usually, it is a sign of danger.
This is a happy little sunflower.
Yeah, I'm not dangerous.
You are dangerous.
I'm not dangerous. No,
Oh.
I just like to. No, I just chat to the students who stay in this room and quiz them on their magical studies.
Oh, nice.
This is college.
One of them has told you which way the stairs is.
The stairs, yes. If you go back out into that common room, it's the second door on your left.
Excellent.
See, I know loads of stuff. I'm clever.
You are actually a very helpful plant.
I try to be.
We shall include you in my next song.
You're a very big, tiny person.
Well, I get that a lot.
And you've got you have a very tiny person. It's quite confusing.
Yes, well, I also get that a lot.
Ah.
Mm.
Can I ask, little plant, is the vampire dude next door, is he dangerous or just likes reading?
He just likes reading.
Okay.
Also, is he single?
I think so. I mean, tonight I think he is. 2 nights ago, not so much. Night before, yes.
You must have seen some things, little plant.
I've been there.
Oh, I can tell you stories that would get you fed downstairs for weeks.
I had, you say.
I
Oh,
must ask where his shoes from next time. We're big again? Small and big?
I'll tell you what. They do a choo-choo ale in return for a spicy tail, and I have a few.
Well, perhaps we'll come back to you for those, little plant. Shall we try and find our way to the way out?
Let's
say that.
get
I think so. Yeah.
and
Is
then
the second door on the left locked, or is it closed? Or is it
It's closed, but it doesn't look like sealed. You could probably give us one a good push open.
Let's give
The
the door a
strongest.
heave.
All of us
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Except for Barnabas, he just leans on his sword.
Direct from a distance.
As you come back through the room, this vampire completely ignores you. He seems engrossed in his novel.
So rude.
A man of culture, I see.
can I cast message on the vampire?
Yeah?
And just in his head, just go, hey, psst, could you open the door for us? That would be super cool.
He sighs. He gets up without putting his book down. He's still kind of holding his book, looking at it. He just kind of walks across the door and just kind of kicks it open.
Whoa.
And then goes back to his book.
Normally,
Watched.
Normally when Mia's reading, I have to message her 50, 60 times to get her to do anything. I think he might be
That's
my
because it
soulmate.
takes me 50 or 60 times to read one word. So I'm very concentrated. You should ask him if he knows anything about donkeys and plungers.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because if that ledger was in the other room, maybe that's his bedroom, the first one.
My heart is broken.
Yeah.
Without even looking up from his book, he says, "It's not that kind of story."
Anyway, fireplace.
What can we see?
In this empire.
You can
Now we're on
see,
the top.
you can see a long staircase. You think it would take you a good 15 minutes or so to work your way down stair by stair.
Is there one of those, like the flat bits on the side of the stair?
Oh,
I
I like it.
With a handrail.
Is there like a bit of skirting board that is flat on the top?
Give me a survival check for this, I think.
That is a 6 and a 2 modifiers. That is 8.
You don't see anywhere safe to slide down.
Oh,
Anybody else wants to can.
Roughly how high is each step?
Probably about
Is it more?
twice.
Comparative to us.
Yeah, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 times your height.
can I? So what's the thing we have to do to see if we can slide down?
You can give me a survival check.
Survival. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Oh, I've got a good modifier.
Okay.
Come on, let's do this. Oh, even with my modifier, I only got 8.
Okay. Anybody else want to give me a survival?
I might as well try.
That's a 4 minus 1, so that's a 3 for Bronte.
I got an 18.
18?
I got
Excellent.
What?
Yeah, rolled a 17 and I have a +1.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
yeah. V can see a way up to the handrail. You think 15 minutes walking down the stairs, 30 seconds sliding down there.
Cool. Do we still have the rope that Peggy had?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
Cool. So maybe she'll be like, "Yo, can I get that rope real quick?"
Yeah, totally.
And then try and she's not very I don't know if she knows knots quite as well as Peggy, but maybe tries to throw it over the railing to help
Okay.
hoist themselves up.
Yeah, with your...
Peggy's going to oversee it.
Yeah, Peggy can oversee it.
Okay.
Or Queenie could help, fly it up there and do a loop around the
Yeah.
banister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
between...
just nudge Cress and say, look, it's the rope I found.
Or if not, we could use, I don't know, a little crossbow to
Oh, I do have a crossbow.
Do you have a crossbow? Yeah.
Okay,
Crossbow.
between all of these, you're easily able to kind of get a rope up and clamber your way up onto a handrail where you think you could very, very quickly slide down this staircase.
Do we have any trays?
I have a shield. Although,
Oh, I have a shield too.
I have a shield.
Do I have a
also
shield?
a wager.
I have a shield.
Bottom the fastest.
Love it. What do we win?
Does
What's the
anyone-
wager?
I am willing to put 2 gold.
2 gold coins.
You're meant to be paying me.
I flick Cress another gold.
I don't think I have any gold.
Oh, well, can't all
Wait,
be
wait.
born to privilege, I guess.
Oh, no, I don't. I'll wager you a torch and a tinderbox.
Okay.
Must be worth at least 1 bronze coin.
Are we all setting off together?
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know. I'm imagining, I've probably misimagined this, that there's room for two people to
I've
go
just
down.
been imagining they're snowboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually think Barnabas would be way too big for a shield.
You can get it just under your bum and get
yeah,
sticking out.
exactly.
Just on one cheek and just kind of
Lean
angle
sides.
your way.
Just going really slowly down.
Okay, I want everybody sliding down this handrail to give me a straight dexterity check, please.
Wait,
So just add your dexterity modifier.
11.
In my deck.
That is an 11.
11.
Cool.
It's good.
I got a 10.
10 is good.
Natural 20.
Okay, I think we know who's going to win the race.
Oh, 21.
Oh,
Yeah, I got 22 with my modifier.
22. Excellent.
15.
15 for me.
16.
15.
15. 15.
Ah, same.
Excellent. None of you slip off it. It's very, very close between V and Audrey. Neck and neck most of the way down, easily taking over most of the rest. And V, you are just able to make it to the bottom first before Audrey hits the bottom just after you, and the rest make their way down safely behind you.
She's gonna leap off of her shield and like land and like toss her hair in like that Disney princess style.
Okay, as you do,
Barnabas comes down really slow.
did you get
Like dragging with his feet.
was it a 10 for Barnabas?
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly slipped off a couple of times, kind of so to the edge,
Whoop.
overcompensating towards the other side, but you're able to make it down. It's a DC 9.
So have I won 2 gold coins, Sir Barnabas?
I believed the wager was a tinderbox and
No, I was wagering the tinderbox. You were wagering 2 gold coins, my friend.
you are right. You are right. Have 2 gold coins. In fact, a gold coin for everyone.
No.
And I throw
Very generous.
Like Super style.
Barnabas.
Chris is kind of like, no, that's less money for me.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold coins.
Nice.
Are you giving me
Love
another?
I gave you one.
If everyone's getting one now, I think
I
you
would
can-
expect a song for that.
You're a hero. Done.
That was brilliant. That was pure genius.
Let me see. I do have I think we have on a quest. Be prepared because we're the best. Grab your weapons and your bedrolls just in case it's a short rest. Please, can I have another coin?
Then here you go.
Hey.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
Do we have to come up with songs as well? Because I only really know one, and it's about the mating of hedgehogs, and I don't think it's for all.
I would rather a song about me, but otherwise I'm willing to continue on.
Well, hedgehog and brass horn have like the same number of syllables, so maybe you can like adapt.
Mhm.
So the brass horn can't be buggered at all. Yeah.
One of it is you've landed in a kitchen, and one of the Ember Pixies says to you, I've heard that song, and I don't think they're mating. I don't think that's how we do it.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really sure what a hedgehog is. I think it's some kind of pine cone.
It is exactly like a living pine cone.
Yeah.
I don't know how to add gold coins to my backpack. I'm just going to write it down on a piece of
Okay.
paper.
Yeah, you have landed in a kitchen. It buzzes with activity as Ember Pixies prepare and serve orders. There is a large cooking fire across the room, blazing away. A small storeroom at the back where you can see kegs of ales and wines. The Ember Pixies look curious as to these 6 adventurers who slid their way down into their kitchen, but certainly generally don't pause as they're filling their orders.
V.
Greetings.
Smells good. Yeah.
Imagine climbing into one of those barrels of wine this big.
Oh,
Oh, let's do it.
You get so drunk.
I like that idea.
Don't give me ideas, please.
Wait, are we supposed to be doing? We're doing something else right now, right?
Yeah, we got the challenge. Everybody.
No, Chris.
Was it a drinking challenge?
No.
Well, no.
You can have a drink when we finish the challenge.
I can have one now, and I take a swig from my flask.
It looks like that illusory a sand timer reappears, and it looks like the time's getting short.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Almost as short as me.
Yeah, but the kitchen is still very large, and it's a long way across the tavern floor.
Can I shout to one of the did you say pixie cooks? Yeah. I say, which way to the main tavern hall?
Through the door. She points to the door, which looks like a long way away across this kitchen.
Oh.
Are there any empty cans anywhere that we could get in and roll in across the floor?
Oh, it's a brilliant idea.
Nice.
I will pull out the gold that Barnabas just gave us, and I will hold it up to the pixie, and I'll be like, I'll give you a gold if you fly me over to the door.
You can both give me persuasion checks, please.
Oh god, hang on.
14.
14's good.
In 21.
21's good.
16 plus 5.
As you kind of both looking at this, one of the pixies will say, I can give you a ride in one of the Ailsteins to your table. But
Yes.
Ale? It'll be like being in a hot tub.
It's not going to cost you gold.
Bubbles!
It's not going to cost
frothy
you gold
hot tub.
because we don't use gold here.
Oh, yeah.
It'll cost you a song.
Oh, wait, we have a bard.
I know just the one.
I know a song. Barnabas, we have a little one that we can do together, right?
Oh.
Yes. So, dear Pixie, listen, it is I. We just ask for one more drink, one more for the road, my friend. My love for you will never end. As long as you keep paying me in shiny gold, I'll always be your bard.
I am Barnabas Brasshorn.
Now, yes.
Yeah, they'll accept that. Unless anybody else wants to give a song as payment as well, they're happy to accept the one.
You know that one about that hedgehog?
I know a song that they taught us at the order. It goes something like this: macaroni, bolognese and stuff, ice cream, you scream, we just can't get enough. It's in your ears and up your nose and in between your little toes. So put it in your saucepan till it grows and grows and grows.
Oh, the chefs really appreciate that one in here.
Excellent. So is it a song? Everyone's got to do a song if they want to get a ride.
Yes, let's say that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
Right.
I'm not much of a singer, but I can do performance art, and I will do an interpretive dance of when I got kicked in the face by a donkey that wasn't a unicorn.
Oh,
And it goes like this, and this, and this, and that, and then shit that got smeared on my face, and then a black eye. The end.
One of the younger pixies nudges
Yeah.
the one next to him and goes, I saw something like that once in Boho.
The kingdom
wasn't
of Boho.
I love it.
I do know another song, actually. I'm going to sing a song. It goes like this. It goes, my name's Kevin. I'm really dumb. Nobody likes me. And now I am dead. And I will cast light as I sing it at the end.
Oh, one of them wipes a little tear from her eye. It's such a tragic song.
Canon.
What song do we need to persuade you to fly us across?
Peggy-
We need
Peggy has a song she thinks might work. She reaches into her backpack and she gets the book that she wrote that's coming out. And she says, in the book you can find this song, and she clears her throat and she says, bish bash bosh, big bang bong, it's super duper happy song. You can sing it high, you can sing it low, either way you'll always know. All together, Bish bash bosh, bish bash bosh.
Hooray!
Fantastic.
I know that tavern song.
Wow! Yay! You can hear it in my tavern. I sing it all the time.
Okay, excellent. They will give you all a ride in Ailstein's straight to your table in return for those fantastic songs.
Yay!
Brilliant. Do we need to get to the fireplace though?
Oh, your table.
We do.
Yeah, you quite easily get from your table to the fireplace.
Excellent.
Amazing.
As you...
Is the beer stein full of beer?
They will give you a choice.
Well, I know what I would choose.
I think essentially, yeah, your song's paying for the drink, so yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
I also very quickly just offer the others whether they would like to be my bard. Because they have
I don't know what to say. Wait. I have many good songs about you. I had the one that said, you've got a hero here.
Oh, yes.
You've got a hero here. When the adventure looks tough ahead, drink your sustenance and clear your head. This is Mr. Brass, I'm gonna kick him dead. Because you've got a hero here.
How could I forget? For old time's sake, I think we should stick together.
Yes, thank you. Oh.
Okay, as you step up onto the fireplace, all of the patrons turn and cheer you. The Ember King appears, joining in the applause. There is another brief flash, and you'll return back to your normal size.
Hooray!
Much not bigger.
And the Ember King will say, would you like to tell us all your tale of how you reached the fireplace?
There were some rats.
There were some rats.
They
There were rats.
There was a wizard.
I faced down a giant.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. There was a really hot vampire.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I need
He
to
was
go.
reading an absolute classic.
It's true, I've read it.
Yes, yeah.
I think it took some inspiration from me, in fact.
There was a
Oh,
really
we
nice
need-
happy plant.
plant. Yeah, happy little
We
plant.
did like a super sick surf down a banister.
Oh,
Yes, and Barnabas didn't fall off, which was quite
it's true, I didn't.
Yeah.
Barnabas was there too.
And also, you may or may not have some unicorn dealers upstairs.
Ah,
True.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be
Found
twinned. I don't know if I want to be twinned for this pub with that kind of reputation, actually.
Well, that might be a problem. I'm sure I can do something to tackle them. We can't have that kind of underhand dealing here.
unicorns aren't real, and you can't go around just pretending that they are.
I know. It was only last week somebody stuck a knitting needle through a pine cone and said it was a hedgehog corn. Ridiculous.
They sound great.
Was that person from Boho? I bet they were.
Oh, probably. They were selling it on a street market for ridiculous prices.
Ludicrous.
Sounds like they need vanquishing.
Okay, and as you tell your tales, please give me some performance checks.
Ooh. Oh. That is a 5.
19.
No. What is performance? 6.
17.
17, and what did Audrey get?
I start to talk and bite my tongue because I rolled a 4.
Okay. Cress and V, you both get rounds of applause at your bits. The room bursts into applause when you tell your bits of a tale. Everybody else, they listen politely.
I throw another coin to build me up.
But for the rest of this celebratory evening, drinks are sent to your table.
Yes.
You hear a lot of tales of fallen adventurers from different tables. People come here together to remember the lost and the fallen. Every time there is one, everybody raises a glass in a toast to them. The Ember King is quite happy to answer any questions any of you may have about the Feywild or adventuring. And he will give you all some gold pieces as reward. And a magical cloak. This is a cloak of protection. He says it may keep you safe on any further adventures you do. And
Is that just one or one each?
one each. He'll give you one each.
Nice.
Thanks, Ember King. How much gold did he give us?
Oh,
Yeah.
If memory serves, that is a +1 to AC, right?
+1 to AC and +1 to saving throws.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
I need that. It is 11.
And how much gold? Sorry?
Yeah, I'm just
Peggy's
gonna
so
roll this
tanky now.
in Discord because I don't have as many dice.
Cress is just cradling the cloak. He's like, it's so beautiful.
Having a cold.
I want to be where gnomes are.
It's about 60 gold pieces
What was the
each.
goal? Sorry.
Whoa!
Yes.
Woo!
Wow.
Yo!
Okay, let's spend it all on beer.
Moly.
Excellent. And yes, at the end of the evening, you can.
Peggy's like, yes, I can build my conservatory in the garden.
V, I am going to go talk to that vampire.
Okay.
I might need the room for a little bit.
Okay, but when he breaks your heart, you don't come crying to me. I told you so. He is too smart. He has like a brain. It's not going to work out.
The
I'll break his heart.
Ember King does tell you if you leave before dawn, you can exit through the front doors back into Waterdeep, where you came from, into that little alleyway. The back doors are now available to you, leading you off into the Feywild and who knows what adventures. Or you can take a room in the tavern for the night. And I can't tell you where we'll be tomorrow, but it will be somewhere interesting, I'm sure.
So we should stay.
Barnabas.
How much is a room in the tavern?
Oh, he will.
Is it more stories?
Yes, probably, yes. He'll give you a room for free, but yeah, they might expect more stories.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find some of
We
those.
have
I think we should stay.
Yeah.
Stay.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm totally up for staying. I want to make note of how they do their B&B.
Also, Waterdeep is boring.
Yeah. And I really want to investigate that shit and get my revenge.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I want to find out what the vampire did to that book.
They will.
Also, try and steal that wizard staff at some point before we leave.
She
I'll play
will.
it by ear.
She will tell you. Yeah, of course, she will join you at the table at some point and congratulate you on completing the challenge. She'll tell you a tale of her twin brothers. They passed away in a zombie attack several years ago. She likes to come here on a Feast of the Moon to share stories and remember them.
Oh.
Well, that's depressing.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Gross.
I know. So they
We
attacked
can
their
tell her some
hometown
happy-
in Chult.
happy tales.
But yeah, you can stay for the night. Next morning, the front door will open up onto the elemental plane of air. Because
Oh wait, we have to take some cheese to the rats.
Oh,
We need to
yes.
take some
Yeah.
cheese to the rats.
that's what happens
We
when you
did
stay
promise.
in an Airbnb.
Excellent.
V, isn't your god like from here?
Oh my god. Well, you said he didn't exist!
He doesn't.
We go on a quest
No.
to find Bill's god.
You seem really dedicated, and
Well, it
you were
makes
really
sense.
cool during the adventure.
Thank you. I try.
Love you.
I'm gonna do a little thaumaturgy and have a crack, like some tremors in the ground, and what sounds like thunder. While I head to the door for the plane of air.
Excellent. Okay. And yeah, that ends our adventure.
We did the challenge.
You did.
Did the challenge.
Like 5 minutes to spare, I think.
Yeah. It's like, like when you're in an escape room and you get out. Like,
Yeah, did we get our names on the board?
Yeah. There's a lot of adventurers here who've done a challenge before. You're now considered among their number.
Oh, so we can watch and judge.
Bronte obviously will enter his name onto the board as ass.
V just puts an X because they don't know how to write.
Unfortunately, it looks like whoever filled in the board just before Bronte was called dumb.
Oh!
Excellent. Well, thank you all. I really enjoyed that. I hope you all did too.
That was great.
Thank you.
That was fun.
That was so fun. Everyone's characters were so great as well. That was
awesome. I need V and Bronte to have more adventures.
Yeah.
Totally. I can't not leave all these characters just to do that one thing.
No, I mean hopefully we'll see them again. Find some more adventures for them.
I loved the Bard and the Barnabas kind of banter, and also the brother and sister. They were amazing.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I feel really bad for looking for another bard. I need to make it up to Jamie cringing in horror, but Barnabas.
I was going to say that V at one point goes over to Cress and is like, so I'm interested in exploring financial domination. Can you to me a little bit about that? How that works?
Oh, darling. Of course. Let's speak over a drink.
I would really like to visit Peggy's pub as well at some point.
Yes.
Absolutely. Like, you're always well. She's obviously extended her invitation to all.
Excellent.
And we got to find the wizard that drugged us all and brought us.
Oh yeah, exactly.
that
he's
guy.
not allowed back in the pub. For sure.
So many cliffhangers.
Also, if you were going to stay, we'd have like Crest to sing us in the evening while we're all getting merry.
Oh yeah.
Peggy, I already wrote you a little song anyway. Peggy, you are beautiful. Remind me of my third cuticle. So how about a cheeky drink for me for free?
Oh, she loves it. She just gives you a big old hug. She tweaks your cheek.
Peggy Crest romance.
Yeah.
I love them. I love them. Like being an absolute badass at every adventurer thing. Like that. The abseil down was so good.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you, and like I say, hopefully we'll see all your characters again in some further adventures.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing with me, and goodbye.
Yeah, cheers.
Good weekend.